I wonder if that's the exhaust leak. We built this a few years ago. First day back, we get 2 packages. Is John, Esther, and George. What the heck is that?
Put it upside down.
Maybe. It is.
Oh, okay. I just talked about this, George.
Did you?
These are absolutely fantastic, George.
That's freaking amazing.
This is awesome. Don't show Jeff this.
Yeah.
Jeff,
Told
look
you
away.
guys they were coming.
Something we've shown you guys so many times in the past. You see the coolant hose right there? It's the oil cooler hose. See how it's blown out? Well, it's had an oil leak and that hose has got kind of, I guess it fatigued. There is the new hose. That is the part number for you. This, you see how much smaller this is than that other one. I was blown up. There it is. Look how big that is swollen and it's blown out. Look at that. It's almost 50% bigger. Something we do with the spark plug cover is refinish it, make it look nicer, and then include the stainless bolts. It just kind of shows that we were in there and shows that we went the extra mile. Next car, steering angle sensor, straps for the soft top if we can do that. Check the coilover, the height, LHT foam out, look it over. This is the height right now as it sits, so we want to get this absolutely perfect. Rio yellow looks really good on the S2000. You don't see as many yellows, I feel, these days. Obviously a lot of silver S2000s running around. The car out there is Laguna Blue, Pearl. Don't see many of those either. This could do with a little bit of TLC, which you mentioned. That might be something we can do at a later date. We can make this thing look beautiful, but for right now, let's fix the things that are wrong. Height is set now. It is absolute money. This is exactly the same height as the red LHT S2000, which has proven to be pretty much the best combination, I think, for looks and use and handling. You get them too low, you can't use them, to scrape everywhere. This one is good. We're waiting to hear back from the customer. It does have 2 broken mounts, pretty heavy duty mounts, a couple of light oil leaks, which he's kind of addressing little by little, but engine mounts are not usually a very easy job in the driveway, so we're going to offer to do that while it's here. Not only is it blown out, you see how dry it is. It's been blown out for a while and the rubber has just got crusty. These are oil filled, and what happens is when they break, the oil will spill out and you get like a rusty residue. You see that? These have been dry for a while, so definitely a need of replacement there. We only use and recommend the OEM mounts. Every other mount we've tried either is super duper harsh or they fall apart really quick. Keep in mind these are 15 years old. For the last video about getting the coffee, it was our friend Bjorn from Curacao. So you want a coffee and a water, George?
Yes, please.
I feel like a server. I'll take a coffee and a water. All right, guys, so we're having another LHT Mega Meet. This is on November 8th, 6 p.m. till 9 at Quaker Steak in Pinellas Park. Same venue as we've done the last few meets. We call this our Mega Meet because it's the biggest meet we've ever done, and I think this one is going to be the biggest yet. Now, we're going to say S2000 VIP parking. That just means we're going to put all the S2000 guys together. We like to have meets. We like to bring car people together. We like to meet new and bring our old friends out. That's why I do these meets. We will have some of the LHT cars on display. You'll meet some of the LHT folks. And of course, we'll have some LHT merch. You can buy some of our shirts, some of our merch that you see in the store, save yourself some shipping, and we'll see what kind of deals we've put together. Also, we're going to have trophies for the furthest driven. We did have a guy come from New York last time. We have Virginia, we have Texas. So there is going to be a trophy for you guys that make the trek. Also, our LHT favorite S2000 trophy we're going to have out there, and then we'll have a unique trophy as well. Give you an idea, we're doing this on a Saturday night, so if you're coming from out of town, you can drive in Saturday, stay the night at the hotel next door, and then drive home Sunday, have a good time, have a few drinks, no worries about getting into trouble. See you there, November 8th, LHT Mega Meet at Quaker State. We've been using this system for about 7 years, and I like everything about it except the price. I wanted something for my house. I wanted the best system, something that would last, something I can use. Tried a million guns, but this again has proven itself. This is 6 years. We'll be using the same gun, the same reel, and the same hose. Change shelf, and obviously change pump. Working on a few systems for a while, and I bought some of those cheap ones off eBay originally just to see if it would be something that worked for me at the house, and they suck. There's a reason why they're a couple of $100. This, we're using the very best parts. Like I said, Cox reels. We're using the high pressure hose, stainless fittings, quick disconnects, Cobra Jet hose, the best stuff. So when you wash your car, it's easy and it's fun, and you'll do it more often. Quick disconnects, basically making a system for you just like I have and I've tested now for about 5 months. These are aluminum plates. They are going to be powder coated, just say they look nice. Stainless shelf, rubber mounts, like I said, the stainless hook. We're building everything in-house as much as possible. So once they're all assembled, I'll have them ready to go. I'm not going to put anything on the site yet. Just wanted to kind of show you what we're working on. This kind of thing we work on in the background, and it takes months before it actually comes to sale. I don't want to just build something and sell it. I want to 100% test it and make sure it's something I would buy before I sell it to you. This morning, box full of maintenance. Customer dropped all of this off right here. Engine oil, we've got trans fluid, we've got filters, we've got diff fluid, and we've got Honda coolant. He's doing 2 cars with us. First one is the FK8 right here. We're going to go through this. Once this one's done, he's going to drop off his S2000, which is one that we worked on and did some turbo work on. We'll show you that in a minute. Not only is it exciting to work on these cool cars, this customer brought us breakfast. Look at that. That is unbelievable. We must have the best customers on the planet. Unbelievable, with all the toppings too. Thank you so much. First fluid he has selected is this right here. We're going to do the brake and clutch with this.
So the customer supplied an AMSOIL filter for the Civic Type R, the EA15K13. We're going to check to see if it fits our tool.
Oh wow.
Yeah, dead on.
That's good.
And also on the car currently there's a Mugen oil filter. So same thing.
Have you tried it?
No. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
That's
we
good
fit
to know.
we fit the Mugen filter and the AMSOIL filter for your Civic Type R.
That's good to know. And they're in stock. They come ready to go. You see that? They've got the 3/8 and the hex. Perfect. We use this every single day.
Yep.
Rest of the fluids, he's going to do the AMSOIL 540 and then the AMSOIL manual synchro mesh fluid. So we sell the filters in the store, and if you get it from us, we're going to include a new drain washer with every filter you buy. For right now, we're just going to have to supply one for his.
Well, I grew up as a kind of a hypochondriac, right? Shopping, even as an adult, a little bit.
Alright, that's it. Last thing was coolant. It's bled out correctly. This one is done. He's going to take this and wait while you see the S2000. We built this a few years ago, and then he took this thing to the next level. Look how extreme this is. Really cool. He supplied this exhaust. We basically made it work so it would fit through the bumper like this. Now he's talking about possibly changing it, building custom titanium. But for right now, it's basically maintenance, oil, fluids, just kind of like what we did with this Type R. Look how crazy this is. Really, really extreme. If you saw this car before you started it, it was the plainest, just normal S2000 with a turbo kit. I'll see if I can link the video, but really, really cool. When it's done, we'll get some pictures of this outside so you can see actually how wild this car looks. This is one of those cars that the dealer would absolutely hate. Look at it sealed in with the whole front end. It looks really cool, but from a dealer's perspective, they're giving you a time of what the book says. The book says whatever, 0.7 hours, and if you're done before that, the tech makes money. If not, it doesn't like it. But that came out easy enough. So I think we're gonna pull this cover down here. The clips need to be taken out properly. and then we can get to this drain right here. But we don't want it to drip backwards because it will.
Maybe that's what that's for. Maybe you're supposed to fill this up with coolant and let it come out that hole.
Yeah, that will essentially just fill up with coolant, then it'll drip for days. So let's take this off, hopefully access that. So we took the plastic off, it accesses this. We're just going to shove some rag under here, then we can break this loop, put a tube on here to try and divert, because if not, you see what happens. Fluid will go in there, some will come out of that hole. It'll essentially just fill that panel up, get that far enough away. You see what I'm talking about? It'll just fill that up, it'll be like a big reservoir, and it'll drip fluid forever. So fingers crossed this works and gets most of it out there, and this catches whatever we miss.
Looks like just water.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a green tinge to it down here. So there we go, we're doing a pretty good job. Got this hose pushed on there pretty tight. When you break the drain loose, because the vacuum in the radiator, it's not really doing a whole lot until you remove the cap.
Join the millions who choose something better, because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Starbucks Frappuccino Light cup. Wow, that video is like,
People are liking that.
I wasn't actually trying to get people to buy us. I was trying to get Starbucks to buy us it, but
That might be the risk of the order.
you know what? Yeah, thank you so much. I want to scan and find out who this is. Look at that, I opened them the right way up this time.
Yeah, we opened upside down the first time.
Look at that.
These are great.
These are fantastic, Ali. A gift for you. Enjoy your gift, John. We met at the car show. This was the one at Classic Hondas at the high school. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. No, but what's this stupid thing on the front for? Is it like a trailer?
No, it's pressure in all different ways.
This-
Show you how to use it.
This is horrible.
You can't use it.
I can't even get my foot on it. We're just waiting for the car to finish bleeding, but give you a walk around this car, let you see what we have going on here. The size of the brakes on this thing. So HKS coilovers all around. Big brake kit in the front. I believe this is a Jay's Racing full body kit. Somebody wants to pipe in on that. This is actually a Mugen top. It's actually being painted over, so it's a different color, but it is a genuine Mugen top. We looked at that. And of course, this is the Jay's wing. Huge wing. Exhaust is definitely undersized. We are going to talk to about possibly building a custom exhaust. If you've seen this exhaust, you can see it right here. This pipe is tiny. When he was putting this together, if he was going more for the look, he already made upper threes. It's not going to make three with that exhaust. Recaros, probably one of the better aftermarket seats to put in these cars that fit. Depends on your size. So, as you can hear, very audibly the fans are on. It's pretty much bled out, but we always like to hear the fans. Make sure it's 100% circulated. Of course, it's had heat for a while. This one runs fantastic. All right, on the ground, wheels are back on torque. You can see actually how extreme this thing is. It really stands out. This is going to be at the meet, by the way, November 8th. If you're planning to come to that, you get to see this car in person. This thing is definitely wild. I mean, even right down to the hood. Look at that. Very cool. Very cool. All right, so just give you a little bit of behind the scenes. It's 8 o'clock. Jeff dropped his car off at 7 this morning. I just ran him home. Usually for the first 2 hours, I'm here. I'm doing video editing. I'm putting things together and trying to plan the week. George gets here about 9. I get here about 7. Here's what's on tap for today. Jeff drops his car off. It has an exhaust leak. And he said random misfire. So we're going to go through that and find out why that happens. This is a K24 EP3. I'll show you it. I'll put a clip in the B-roll. Fantastic little car. I drove this in the mountains 2 years ago and absolutely loved it. I almost considered buying one. I just don't have enough space. And, oh yeah, don't have enough money. LHT Flip car. I showed this on a past video. It's an 05 S2000. We bought it with the intent to show you how to buy a car, how to look at it, how to find the things that are wrong with it, and bring it up to speed, or dial it in, however you want to call it. bring it up to LHT spec. That car will be for sale when we're done. LHT pressure washers, we're working on those. I've shown you a little bit about that in the past. Cup holders, I have to build cup holders and phone holders. I got to use these at the Dragon, which was great. Cup holder, absolute money. And I've tested everybody's cup holder. I'm telling you that not because we build it, because I'm picky. And if it sucked, I won't sell it. Phone holder also, I used the phone holder for the whole navigation of the trip. And I even used the phone to film at the windshield, and I recorded the whole Dragon, and it was like a last minute thing. It cut off on the dash. Obviously the screen is showing part dash, part windshield. I just cropped the image. I'll show you that as I'm talking. And it actually worked really good. So I'm using the iPhone 17, and even going back to the early iPhones, I don't know which, but there is an action button on there. If you're gonna film at the windshield, click the action button, it stabilizes the footage. Just figure out how to edit and how to render and do all the odds and ends. Anyway, I just saved this little guy from Jeff's car. Let me put him out in the sun. You ready? He's gonna be quick. Look at that. He's looking right at the camera. Look, he was black when he was on the car. I wonder if that's the exhaust leak.
I'm gonna say we just keep looking.
We'll keep looking. It can't be that.
No, I'd leave this part alone. This can't be.
It's got to be over here somewhere.
Yeah.
It's got to be one of these. Wow, we did this a long time ago. I hit it there too.
It's old.
And this one sounded so good.
Yeah. Oh, yep, here it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming out of there.
Split around there.
Yeah, this big hole in the middle.
Yeah, it's coming out there. All right, so he said that he hit a brick on the bridge. If you've ever been around this area, oh, look at that. It's ripped that apart too. Good news is we have those in stock. Oh, bracket held up though.
Yeah. It definitely twisted that though, didn't it?
Yikes. Yeah, we'll send a picture to Jeff. That is really, really messed. You know what? Our welds held up though, didn't he?
Yeah.
The pipe itself got destroyed, but our welds held.
You think he hit a brick? You think he tried to do a 50-50 grind?
Wow, look at that. Best sandpaper in the world is the road.
Yeah. He saw a rail and his old skateboarder came out and tried to hit it.
He goes, I think I can do it. Because this got flattened so bad. What was you saying? You're going to cut there?
I'm going to look at here, but I might come back to that weld.
Yeah, because it's still flattened there.
Yeah.
I mean, wind transition, but I would almost go there. You just got a straight.
Yeah.
And a 30 degree and then a straight.
Exactly. It's just a straight and a bend. And I was going to go back to there.
Yeah.
Close enough.
All right. It's not bad, but he got a whack over here too.
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
This is
though.
heavy duty stuff for him to bend it, that stuff.
It's our old stuff. It's heavy wall.
Yeah, it's 16. It actually might be 14, but we usually use 16 gauge. And they were loose. Look at the gasket there. Can you see that? It wasn't actually crushed, and because of that, you get combustion leaking out of there, and it can cook your coils. See the coloring on there? So he brought us a valve cover. Oh yeah, look at that. He brought us a valve cover. We're supplying a valve cover gasket kit. So the valve cover Jeff won at our last Mega Meet, and he bought a ton of tickets, so I think he damn near paid for the valve cover, but he really wanted it, so he did get it. So we're going to install that for him. This is a Honda gasket kit. This is the only one you should use. It'll be a lot less hassle, and because we're in there, George is going ahead and giving him a courtesy valve adjustment. Which fingernail are you using? Your little nail or your thick nail?
This one.
Yeah, I usually use that nail on the
Don't
intakes.
pay attention to this thing on the other hand. That one.
Yeah.
For the intakes and that one.
Yeah, just, do it by feel. Of course, we're kidding. Hopefully you guys get our humor. We don't use our fingernail. So, courtesy valve adjustment. He said it randomly misfires. Well, George found a couple of tight valves, which could be it, because when it gets hot, valve will be tighter. It can sometimes misfire. But then again, it could be because all the plugs were loose.
Yeah, but we also put this motor in, what, is it 4 years ago now?
At least. We should link it.
This was when I got my blue car, so that was in 2019.
6 years ago.
6 years ago we put this motor in, so might as well get a valve adjustment anyways.
Yeah, 6 years ago, and we showed it on the channel. We said, we basically put a combination together. This was George's car, and we put a package together. I basically said, let me help you sell it. We sold it to Jeff with an engine package, basically put a number together to make Jeff go, yes, that's what I'm looking for. And part of that was, Jeff, you got to help us do it. So we had Jeff here till 2 in the morning, like 2 nights in a row. It was like a 3-day build, maybe not even, maybe a 2.5-day build, and it was done.
It was K24, 5 lug, exhaust, like the whole lot.
yeah, very, very cool. It was fun too, just hanging out with friends, working late, you know, it was fun. I gave him a deal that he couldn't refuse, basically. So there we go, that's what's going on with Jeff. Hopefully that fixes his misfire issue. There is the gasket kit set. Yeah, fingers crossed that fixes that, but we'll definitely fix his exhaust issue. We'll show you that here in a second. How nice that is. I'm not even going to touch it. Beautiful. Sounds better too. Obviously don't have a leaky sound. I didn't show you it earlier, but that leak underneath was awful. Gonna give it a couple of bars. Definitely a good sound, and that's a 3-inch on a K24. Well, we'll show you underneath, show you the exhaust repair, and then I guess do you want to drive it and run it through the mid-range? You said it was like medium to heavy throttle, it would break up. 30 pound, the spark plug's loose, and a few lifters loose. That might be what it was. I almost want to cut that section out, put that on our wall of shame. That should be kind of funny, wouldn't it? Just for memory's sake. There it is. Quite a big chunk, but it's the only way to do it right. Like I say, it's full 3-inch. Headlights look a little yucky, and it almost looks like someone's done one of those like gradual refinishing things, you know, where you buy that kit and you kind of wipe it on. I think I'm going to give it a polish. See if I can make them look better. So I'll use a little bit of this. Let's do half. Let's see what it looks like, because that's going to just, I mean, it looks yucky. But of course, it's going to kill the light quality. Let's see what I can do. Better, not perfect, but much better. Just kind of did that as a freebie. Gonna make the car look a lot better, and his headlights will work better. So there it is. Call Jeff. Say, you know what, Jeff, your EP3 is ready to go. George drove it, no misfires, no issues. I think he's good to go. To this feature, this is the dual capture feature on the iPhone. Anyway, this S2000 is an 06. It's here for a new soft top. It's a Robin's top. It's the older top, and the glass has fallen out. The new tops are supposed to have fixed it. Fingers crossed they have, because we've done 17 tops since becoming a dealer this year. We'll let the video play out, showing you a little bit before and after with this car. It's Friday, which means we're going to enjoy a Frappuccino coffee. We're running out of coffee cars, but you know what? We have a ton of those Frappuccino lights. Thank you, Bjorn, and thank you to the gentleman I met at the Dragon that sent us a case just in this. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Anyway, we'll play out with this one. See you in the next video. Don't forget, hit the subscribe, hit the share, hit the like. I'm going to put it at the bottom of the main screen, and we'll see you on the next video. Happy Friday.
Thank you.
And thank you to viewers like you.